NOAA specializes in a portfolio from the surface of the sun to the depths of the ocean and everything in between. So NOAA has a broad swath of specialty that it is working hard every single day and predict. Now, NOAA is made up of 6 different boxes, if you will, and that would include the National Weather Service, like someone mentioned, yes. The National Ocean Service, yes. NOAA Research, satellites, fisheries, Ocean Service. If I said that already, I apologize. And the one that I'm active duty within, called the NOAA Corps, is called the Office of Marine and Aviation Operations. This box is the operational experts of NOAA and indeed the Department of Commerce. That is what NOAA falls under. So OMAO has 15 research ships and 9 aircraft. And our job as NOAA Corps officers and exceptional team members that include contractors, wage mariners, government employees, we operate those ships and aircraft to get science done. That involves oftentimes operating far away from friends and family to obtain the data that NOAA needs to make better determinations on a number of very, very important issues. I'll pause right there and I'll give you another question. So right now, there are 8 active duty services of the United States. Could anyone take a stab at naming all 8?
Whoa. Okay. Typing.
Big ask.
All right. Well, maybe we can get them all from a number of group of people. So we've got, so Sydney says the Army.
Army's good.
Sorry, they're coming in really fast. So let me see. Michael says Navy.
Navy, good.
Let's see. Somebody, Lacey says Marine Corps.
Marine Corps.
Yeah. 3. Heather dropped in a couple that we've already named and also added the Air Force.
4.
Okay. Then we've got, Jamie came up with the Coast Guard.
5. Okay, we've got 3 more to go.
We do have a few people that have named all those 5. Let me see if I see any new ones. Somebody said NASA.
That a good answer, but NASA is not a active duty uniform service. So far I've heard the 5 of the 6 armed forces. The 6th one is a brand new one. That's a hint.
Space Force.
Boom. There you go. Excellent. So there are 6 armed forces of the United States. Excellent job.
Space Force by Andrew, by the way. I just wanted to add that in. Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And there are also 2 other active duty services, but not armed. One of them, my name tag over there, it says NOAA Corps. Absolutely. And there's one more out there.
Yes. I'm not seeing it yet. Let me see if anybody, Peace Corps?
Good guess. Close.
I have Commissioned Corps from Ellie. Public Health Service by Maria.
Exactly right. Very good. The Public Health Service. So the 8 active duty uniformed services of the United States, Navy, Army, Air Force, Marine, Coast Guard, Space Force, armed, and now you have the United States Public Health Service and the United States NOAA Corps. The NOAA Corps is among the very smallest. You can compare other services can have up to tens of thousands of service members. NOAA Corps only has 321. Of the 321, only about 40 are pilots like myself. So we are the smallest uniformed service. I think that was true up until recently. I think right now the Space Force may be the very smallest, but far and away the NOAA Corps is a very, very small uniformed service. All 8 are active duty, which means we are going to serve our country to the best of our capability, but only 6 are armed. Okay, so that's important. distinction there. I did mention that NOAA has 15 ships and 9 aircraft. And I'll share with you, I'll tell you what, before I share with you the ships, I want to share with you a little bit of my background of how I got into the United States NOAA Corps. I hope you can see my mouse right now. Nicole, can you see my mouse moving around?
Yep, we can see it.
Awesome. Okay. So I went to school at California State University, Monterey Bay in California. When I graduated, I had a degree in Earth Systems Science Policy, and that's a broad-based science degree. But I knew I loved the ocean. I knew I wanted to serve my country, and I knew I wanted to fly. And the NOAA Corps is a beautiful fit of all of my personal passions. The picture in the upper corner here, this is at my best friend's graduation way back in 2004 is when he graduated. I joined in 2003. I'm really old, okay? And the deal was, NOAA Corps said, Jason, good to have you aboard. You are going to a NOAA ship, guaranteed. We hear you want to fly. That sounds nice. Might work out, but we need you to go to sea first. And I says, okay. So my first sea tour was on the NOAA ship Miller Freeman. And this is a picture of our mission was fishery research. So we were out there in the Bering Sea. Who has seen the TV show Deadliest Catch, where they're catching crabs, right? We were out there too in that crazy weather, but our job was to catch pollock. So a quick question. I said the word pollock. Who likes fish sticks and fish witch and sushi?
Me, everyone says. We're getting a lot of me's.
Awesome. Okay.
Oh, Cheryl says beluga.
Very good. Cheryl, you are correct. Those are beluga whales. Outstanding. The adults are white and the relatively newer borns or the younger ones are gray. When we were flying these surveys in Alaska, I would call this picture, it's like marshmallows and chocolate milk because the water around the belugas, look how dark and murky it is, kind of like chocolate milk, right? These belugas pop out like marshmallows. So it made them pretty easy to spot. Very good. Okay, last picture, then we'll talk about the hurricane hunting stuff. Here we go. This particular picture, we were looking for seals and sea lions. And how many are you all seeing in this picture?
Okay, let's see. I love this picture, by the way. Oh, wow. 3. Everybody says 3.
Very good. That's correct. Outstanding. They are there and there and there. Very good. But you can see it can be challenging sometimes on these missions to take pictures of these animals and really understanding where they are all over the country, making sure that we have accurate counts of their populations. So very good. We will secure from those pictures. Any questions so far about the smaller aircraft and the Twin Otter and flying for marine mammals? I'll pause the screen for a second.
Let me just go to the top of my queue here. We are getting a lot of questions about, well, somebody was saying how beautiful the planes are. Those paint jobs look pretty impressive.
Thank you. I'll amplify that and say that, in my opinion, we have the best maintenance team in the world. And I believe that because you noticed on the how good the aircraft are looking, right, that is directly reflective of the exceptional employees and mechanics that we have in the squadron. So I have no doubt. I know that the maintenance personnel that we have, they take personal pride in the aircraft. If they wouldn't put themselves or their families on board, we're not flying that day. So we have the best mechanics, bar none. So thank you for noticing. Appreciate that.
All right. I think another question. Well, Brad would like to know if you have your boat license.
Gotcha. My captain's license, I do not. If I'm being truly vulnerable, I got seasick every single day during my sea tour. No exaggeration, every day. So I am a surfer. I get seasick, so no captain license for me. I do have a license to fly, absolutely, but not so much on the boat side.
All right,
Although
good.
I love my maritime brothers and sisters.
All right, the rest of these are all related to hurricanes, so I'm going to let you go a little bit further and see if we can't answer a few of them.
Outstanding. Okay, here we go, y'all. So the picture of the aircraft in front of you is called our WP-3 Orion aircraft. NOAA has 2 of these. And I tell the public at air shows and schools and whatnot, if I were to liken this P-3 to an animal, I would tell you it's like a rhinoceros, okay? It's big, it's tough, it's heavy, it's slow. Its job is to fight its way through a hurricane eye wall at or below 10,000 feet multiple times over a mission. As it goes through the hurricane, it goes into the center of the eye of the hurricane. It's very calm in there. And they mark the exact center of the hurricane, the bullseye, dropping sensors along the way. We'll talk about that in a little bit. In stark contrast, the jet that I am one of the commanders of, this is the NOAA Gulfstream 4, or G-IV for short. I would tell you this aircraft is like a cheetah. It's lean and sleek, so we fly much higher, much faster than the P-3. We fly at 45,000 feet. That's 9 miles high. And we cover 7 miles every minute. So we get gone quick. But we are not designed to take the turbulence the P-3 can. So instead of flying through the hurricane on the Gulfstream 4, we fly over or around the storm, dropping those sensors along the way, like I said. Okay, are we good there on those two nuances, 2 differences? Okay. Nicole, I will pause here real quick, and I would ask you 2 questions. Number 1 would be, could I use I'd like a virtual volunteer, please? If someone could just provide me your first name, please. They'd like to volunteer for this presentation.
All right. Okay, hold on. Let me get to there are so many responses in the question box. It's taking me a while to get to the new ones. So hold on a second. Okay. Oh, Grace, I can't get to the bottom of my question box. Can you pick somebody for me, Grace?
So I'm gonna do Jake.
Okay. Jake. Hold on 1 second, Jason. I'm having trouble hearing you. Grace, can you hear me?
Hear you, but I cannot hear Jason.
Okay. Can you please mute your audio and let me see if I can get Jason back here? Jason? I'm having trouble hearing you, Jason. Can you, let me just. If you can hear Jason, can you please let me know in the message box? I want to make sure it's not just a problem on my end, but I've lost audio here, Grace.
I too have lost audio with Jason, so I'm going to try. Oh,
I hear you.
now I've got it. And now we're getting back. So Jason, we lost your audio for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
All right. So Grace is going to mute. I'm going to mute. I think I have you back. Can you just start off with Jake? I think that's where we left off.
Awesome. Start off with, I apologize, team, for the connection. I apologize. Start off with what again, Nicole?
Grace had selected Jake as your volunteer, and if you could just pick up from there, that would be great.
Sure. Team, I apologize. Jake, Thank you for volunteering. I do appreciate that. So to my presentation, Jake, let's say the Hurricane Jake just formed in the Atlantic Ocean, okay? Looks to be probably a Category 5, just saying. Why do you think it would be important for NOAA to put our crews and the aircraft in harm's way to study Hurricane Jake? Any thoughts on that?
Okay, Jason, I am looking for Jake's response, but I'm having trouble getting down the box. I think we have an overflow of responses here.
Okay.
Hey, Grace, can you, without changing your audio, can you put the response, just text it to me so I can share the response with the audience? Because I am not able to access it.
No problem. If it's causing hassle, I'm happy to go on. I just want to engage the audience, you know?
No, I think that's a great idea. I think we're just having connection issues somewhere in this thread. So Hurricane Jake, and let me see. I'm just going to put myself up here again so I'm not just some voice in the ether here. So Jake says to warn folks to prepare.
Exactly right. To warn, prepare. Excellent, Jake. And the reason why we have to warn people to prepare is because